Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at a wireless system from TP Wireless. So this is for something if you need to run an audio source from one place to another wirelessly and also preserving that high quality detail. So let's take a look at this thing. And so in this kit, what you get is a transmitter and two receivers. If you didn't want two receivers, you can just get a transmitter and a receiver. If you wanted to send an audio signal source to two different places, this is what this is for. So I bought this to feed off a mixer and then transmit to two different cameras. So let's see what they got here. So this is the transmitter. They all look pretty much identical. A receiver and another receiver. So here we have a 3.5 millimeter stereo jack here with two male ends, and we got three of those. So we also have three RCA adapter from RCA to 3.5 millimeter jack here, and you also got three of those. So they give you a lot of wires here, different options. So then we have three power USB cables, and then we have the three antennas here that'll hook up to the transmitter and the receivers. And over here we have three power bricks with a USB plug. So you can plug this into the outlet. The cool thing about this is that you can use a USB like a power bank and run these guys off of the power bank without being connected to the mains at all. So that's definitely a huge plus if you wanted to do that. And obviously here we have a little instruction manual. So let's take a little closer look here at the transmitter. So they actually all look the same. So this one is the transmitter, it says on the front right here. So here we have a display of the channel that you're on. Here's the audio output, the volume of the output. Then we have a little charge light, which I don't know why we have that, and a status light. By the way, if you wanted to get internal battery powered ones, they have those options too. So that's probably what that light is for. And this is to change the channels. So here in the back we have the antenna connection, and then we have the signal input. So we have a music, a 0 dB, and a 20 dB. So we're probably going to leave it on music since we're connecting to the mixer, but I'm kind of wondering if it's possible to connect a wireless microphone to this and see what kind of transmission we get. So I'm very curious. We're going to try that out also in this video, because I'm thinking of maybe using this as a lavalier system. That might work pretty good too. So the next slider button here is the power button, and we have an off. And then in the middle it's standby, and all the way over it is on. I'm not sure why they have a standby. Maybe there's a reason, but far over here we have the plug where your power source, where your power wire will connect right here, and then you will go to a USB source. Alright guys, and so in this hand right here I have the receiver, and as you can see they are identical to the transmitter. There's no difference in how they look. So the connectors are all the same, which is kind of interesting. So I guess these things are built the same way. They're just programmed to receive or transmit. And the only way you can tell them apart is the writing in the front here. It says transmitter on this one, and it says receiver on this other one. So the idea here is to transmit a signal from this guy, and then one will go to one video camera and the other one will go to another video camera. That way both of them have audio. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these antennas on here. They just screw right on, just like that. And the cool part is that once you screw them on, they can rotate in the circle, and they can also bend up and down or whatever you need to bend them. So alright guys, so the next thing we need to do is get some power to these guys. Alright guys, so I got a little external power here from a light. So we are provided with the cables, and they're pretty long. They're probably about 4 feet or so. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put the power into the transmitter, and also we're going to plug in into the receiver here. Now that we got them both plugged in, as you can see, we can go ahead and power them on. So as we can see, there's a little light that comes on. And I'm going to power on the other one. All right, so it looks like they paired. This one completely just went dark. This one right here. This is the receiver, and the transmitter has a little light that glows saying that it is on. So kind of the bad part, the receivers, is that no lights glow at all when it's actually functioning. So like if you wanted to check the channel, you can click it here and it'll tell you what channel it's on, which is 24. So here, when you change the channels, this one automatically should change it to the next channel. So in order to change the channels, guys, you just turn this guy off here, the receiver, and then you change the channel here to whatever you want. Let's say 26, and then you're going to power this one back on, and it's going to automatically, or it should automatically connect to that channel. And yes, here we go, it says 26. So once you, that's the only weird part, is that you can't really tell what it's doing, but it's all automatic. So as long as you turn any of them on, whatever channel that the transmitter is set to, the receivers will tune in into that channel, so they know to connect. So they somehow just know to find the transmitter and connect to it. So to see if it's working, just click anything and you'll see that everything's running. So yeah, we are connected now, theoretically, and we should be able to transmit sound through these guys. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do is, I have like this Bluetooth speaker here. So this is not really like, I guess, a good way to show how this works, but so we're gonna just use the input, the AUX input on this Bluetooth device to feed from these guys. So this is the receiver here. We're gonna plug here in the front and then go straight to the Bluetooth speaker. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to connect my phone here to the transmitter. So the transmitter input here is in the front. So I'm just going to plug that in like that. And then I'm going to plug this into my phone. So I should be connected to the transmitter, and then the transmitter is transmitting to this one, and then this one is playing it on the Bluetooth speaker. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn something on here from my own videos. Alright guys, and it's playing right now. I don't know if you can, it's too quiet. It's actually very quiet, so I'm thinking I need to put the volume up. But also guys, I can change the volume here. I'm always curious about my old cards here, what kind of performance they have, because I have had times where I would record and the camera would shut off because the card is not writing fast enough. So this is full volume here, that is the issue. So and I can add it even more here, so you can see it's getting a lot louder. I'm showing you how to do that on a Mac operating system. Alright guys, so let's get started. So right now we are playing this video right here through the wireless system. And the sound quality seems to be what you should, what's expected. It's really good. So here you can see that we can transmit audio from one to the other. So one of the other things that I'm really curious about is, can I use this, because I'm using a lavalier microphone right now, can I use this microphone to go to this guy here, to here, and then this will go into the camera. So I want to see if I can plug the mic right into here and see what happens, guys. So let me set that up right quick and we can see what happens. Checking, 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 checking. Alright guys, so I finally figured out what's going on here. When I'm transmitting through music, I'm not sure if this is too loud. Actually, let me turn it down here a little bit just in case, because I think it might be a little loud. So I got it on the most sensitive part. I think I probably need to go to 20. Let me just go to this one because I don't feel comfortable with the other one. Alright, so now what's happening, guys, is I am going from my lavalier mic, inputting into the transmitter, and then it's sending it to the receiver, and then the receiver is sending it to the camera that I'm recording on right now. So when I had it to music here on the back on the switch, if you put it on music, like I'm about to, but this is 0 dB here. So when I click at the music, I'm sure you can't hear me. And then we got plus 20 dB. So if I click into that, I think this is way too sensitive most likely. So you guys can judge the quality there. But I think that I think that plus 20 dB, I'm back to 0, is maybe for something a microphone that's not very sensitive and you need to boost it. So that's probably what it's for. But the 0 dB seems to be the sweet spot for this lavalier, at least what I can tell on the camera. So, but we'll see in the video later once I edit it. So yeah, that looks awesome, guys. So it looks like that I can wirelessly move around. I just got to get a power pack also, like a really tiny power pack with me, so that I can, you know, clip this to my belt or whatever and walk around. So if you were going to do that, you might want to get the ones that are already built in with the battery inside of it. So this might be a really good option for that. So what you're hearing me is through this system here right now. So yeah, guys, these things seem to be really cool, and they're not that expensive compared to other stuff that you can get, you know, for transmitting high quality signal here, because it says here in the manual that it will do. So it'll do a 64K 16-bit HDCD sound quality up to 15 meters. And then up to 30 meters, it'll do 48K 16-bit CD quality. And 80 meters is 16K 16-bit general sound quality. So it's probably only good for speech. But 80 meters, I mean, we're talking about 150 feet. So, you know, if you're going to be that far away, then this might not be the answer, I'm not sure. But if you're going to be within about 30 feet to 50, you should be able to get excellent sound from this system here. Alright guys, well I think I showed you pretty much everything this thing can do. But yeah guys, if you're interested in these guys here, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I got these at Amazon. I paid $120 for 3 of these guys, 1 transmitter and 2 receivers, which I thought was a pretty reasonable deal. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this and other stuff I do on this channel, I do a lot of camera and just general reviews, then hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And as always, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.